So can we hear each other? Okay, we can see you. Can you switch on your mic?
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Great.
we can also hear you. Please, the
Thank
floor is.
you. So I will talk about one example of technology transfer, actually the initial stages that we are making. So we are coming from high energy physics, where we are actually building up very big complex detectors, which are made of tons of different sensors. And of course, there are then dozens of technologies which are not really truly fully developed, but can in principle be also made available to other application. So I will focus here on the real-time fluorescence lifetime acquisition system, which is an excellent example of some cross-pollination between high energy physics and then applied to some biomedical fields. So what we did is we actually developed from the existing components that we are using in the high energy physics a measurement system for measurement of fluorescence lifetime. That is currently quite an expensive and time-consuming measurement. And uses actually quite a lot of light to detect. What we did is we can actually use a very small single pulse excitations and we can also do it in a real time. So this is a big step forward. And in addition, it is what we did, and we showed that this can be done much cheaper. For this, we have already made some proof of concept where we can actually compare the results, and we see that what we get is quite aligned with the industry standard, and it's only at a fraction of cost. For this, we use a waveform sampling technique that is really fast and less complex than current technology. With this system, we can actually make this fluorescence measurement available through different devices and also via some licensed IP. So we can think about having different apparatuses for medical diagnostics, then for different tumor assessment and dermatology, also for for pharmaceutical production quality control, also with the application to biology, and to do some high throughput industrial quality control, and also with the application to cultural heritage. There are also possibilities where we can envision for our technique can be applied is also high speed, short distance LiDAR machine vision. What we did up until now is that we have filed a patent in the UK and in European office, and we are now waiting for the patent to be approved. And we already did several steps. One is that for the technology development, we got quite some money from the European project Attract, where about 170 projects were funded for actually really the breakthrough technologies, which will be available for science and society. This we did in the cooperation with Fondazione Bruno Kessler from Italy. And this was part of the technology development, and for the part with the technology transfer, we got quite substantial support from the Center for Technology Transfer and Innovation at our institute. So the next slide, please. Yeah, so what we discovered is that for the market at the moment in 2016 there were about 500 units produced, and the global revenue of this fluorescence lifetime imaging was about 150 million US dollars per year. And what we see is that there is a smooth development, so average growth rate is about 4%. There are several major players in the market here, and with entering the biotech market, we expect that the total revenues of this biotech market will reach about 700 billion US dollars in 2025. And if we just get part of it with this fluorescence lifetime imager, this amounts about to 1.5 billion US dollars. What we will have to do to really fully develop the technology, we need a new R&D cycle for technology breakthrough project, so which would be really small, portable, scalable, and low power, and will be actually available at very competitive price. So what we want to do is we want to create a novel imaging sensor in 2 steps actually to reduce these risks. First, we want to produce small metrics in a sub-micron CMOS technology with built-in waveform sampler. And in the second phase, we want to create a larger scale imaging sensor and create a dedicated acquisition system. So to achieve this, we would require about 1 million euros for the manpower and for the R&D of the ASIC. We are seeking for partners, and with the great help of our technology center, we are creating the ecosystem to cover the current needs. So we are open for new initiatives to join on different markets, and we already have some. And there was another attract project that has given that has expressed the interest for it. There was another company and also that would like to develop the interfaces, and we are also have expressed several early stage adopters for it. So
I will interrupt you. Sorry, we are well over 5 minutes.
Okay.
We're over time, so we will move to the question section. Please, if anyone has questions. We have a question from Duško Odić. Please,
yes,
Duško.
Hi. Quick question. What kind of samples are you working on with your technology? And in addition to that, are you working with live samples or processed ones? Thank you.
This is the technology that can be used on for different techniques, and also on the live samples. So, and also on not live. So this technology can be applied to any sampling technique that uses this fluorescence lifetime. And so this really depends on the application where you would enter. So in principle, it can be done on the industrial, some industrial process, or even in live image, some live samples. Yep.
Okay, thank you. I see we have also some other questions from participants, but we are quite short on time, so please contact Pestotnik directly in chat. We will move to the next and last presentation by Levin Pal.